Hey Disney fans! Today we're diving into the magical world of Disney to uncover 10 hidden secrets you probably missed in your favorite movies. From timeless classics to modern hits, we've got some mind-blowing surprises for you. We're talking deep cuts, blink and you miss it moments, things only a true Disney fanatic would notice. And you know what? That's probably most of you watching this, right? Big Disney fans. So let's test that knowledge. Get ready to have your childhoods both ruined and made even better at the same time, because things are about to get wild. So let's get started. All right, first up, we're heading to the Pride Lands with The Lion King, a true classic, a movie about responsibility, growing up, and also, apparently, hidden Mickeys? Yeah, you heard me right. Remember that iconic scene where Mufasa is talking to Simba in the sky? You know, that really emotional one that always makes you think about your own dad? Well, look closely at the stars. See that formation right there? That's not just any random group of stars. That's Mickey Mouse. Whoa, what are the odds? I mean, it's not like Mickey Mouse is like synonymous with Disney or anything. Okay, I know what you're thinking. You're thinking, come on, that could just be a coincidence. And you know what? You're right, it could be. But also, it couldn't be. This is Disney we're talking about. They don't just throw random shapes into their movies. Everything has a purpose, a hidden meaning, a secret message from the mouse himself. Next up, we're taking a magic carpet ride over to Agrabah with Aladdin. Now, everyone knows Genie is a hilarious character with more jokes than Robin Williams had red carpet outfits. But did you also know he's a Disney nerd? Yeah, for real. There's this scene where Genie is going through his extensive book collection, which, side note, how big is his cave, really? And he pulls out a very specific book. A book with a familiar face on the cover. It's Sebastian from The Little Mermaid. Now, I don't know about you, but I need to know more about this book. Is it an autobiography, a cookbook, Sebastian's guide to avoiding hungry chefs? The possibilities are endless. It's like Disney is creating this whole interconnected universe, and I, for one, am here for it. Give me all the crossovers, Disney. But wait, there's more. This tiny detail has sparked a whole debate among fans. Is Genie just a fan of Sebastian, or is there a deeper connection? Could Genie be a secret resident of Atlantica in his spare time? Again, I need answers, Disney. Okay, get ready for a wild ride, because we're heading to the village of, well, Beauty and the Beast. And then, somehow, to Paris? Look, just go with it. So you know how Belle is always reading books, like it's kind of her thing. Well, in one scene, she's walking through the village, completely engrossed in a book, when suddenly, bam! You spot a familiar face in the background. It's Belle. But not just any Belle. It's the stained glass window version of Belle from the Beast Castle. Whoa, meta! It's like the animators were just messing with us, but hold on, because it gets even weirder. Remember I mentioned Paris? Well, some eagle-eyed fans have pointed out that the village in Beauty and the Beast actually bears a striking resemblance to the village in the Hunchback of Notre Dame. And guess what? Both movies take place in France. Coincidence? I think not. It's like Disney is saying, hey, these movies might be set in different times and places, but they're all part of the same magical universe. Let's dive under the sea with The Little Mermaid, where even in the depths of the ocean, Disney can't resist sneaking in some familiar faces. And no, I'm not talking about Flounder this time. Picture this. King Triton in all his grumpy glory is making a grand entrance. The music is swelling, the crowd is cheering, and if you look very, very closely, you'll spot three very familiar figures in the audience. It's Mickey Mouse, Goofy, and Donald Duck. They're just casually hanging out, enjoying the underwater concert. You know, as one does when you're part of the Mouse House inner circle. Now, this cameo is so quick, you practically need gills to catch it. But trust me, it's there. And it's just another example of Disney's incredible attention to detail and their love for hiding little Easter eggs for their fans. But here's the real question. What are Mickey, Goofy, and Donald doing under the sea? Are they friends with King Triton? Are they there for a vacation, or are they just huge fans of Sebastian's band? Again, Disney, I need answers. All right, let it go. To the next Disney secret. This time we're heading to Arendelle for Frozen. a movie about sisterly love, ice powers, and apparently time travel. Okay, maybe not time travel, but this next Easter egg is pretty close. Remember Elsa's coronation, you know, that whole dramatic event that ultimately led to her fleeing to an ice castle and belting out an award-winning power ballad? Well, pay close attention to the crowd during that coronation scene. Among the dignitaries and visiting royalty, you'll spot two very familiar faces. It's Rapunzel and Flynn Rider from Tangled. They're just casually strolling into the castle like they haven't a care in the world. But wait a minute, how is that possible? Tangled takes place years before Frozen. So either Rapunzel and Flynn found a way to travel through time, or Disney is just messing with our minds. I'm going with the latter. Next up, we're setting sail with Moana, a movie about adventure, Polynesian culture, and apparently Olaf's secret side hustle as a stowaway. Okay, hear me out on this one. Remember Tamatoa, the giant crab with a serious bling addiction? Of course you do. Who could forget that catchy song? Well, take a good look at Tamatoa's treasure hoard. Among the gold and jewels, you'll spot something that looks suspiciously like Olaf's arm and nose. Yes, you read that right. It seems our favourite snowman might have taken a little detour on his way to Arendelle. And by detour, I mean he was probably accidentally scooped up by Moana's boat and deposited halfway across the world. But hey, at least he's in good company with Tamatoa. They both love shiny things. Although I'm not sure how Olaf feels about being surrounded by so much crab. This little detail has sparked so many questions. How did Olaf's arm end up in Tamatoa's lair? Did he lose it in a surfing accident? Did Moana accidentally run him over? Okay, we're heading back to Corona with Tangled, a movie about long hair frying pans and apparently an epic game of hide and seek. Now, everyone knows Pascal, Rapunzel's adorable chameleon sidekick. He's always changing colours, blending in with his surroundings. But did you know that Pascal is actually hiding in almost every scene of the movie? Seriously, it's like a Where's Waldo? But with a chameleon. Look closely at the trees, the flowers, even Rapunzel's hair. Pascal is always there, lurking in the background, watching over his best friend. Some people think the animators just got lazy and reused the same Pascal animation over and over, but I think it's more than that. I think it's a metaphor for how our loved ones are always with us, even when we can't see them. Or maybe I'm just reading too much into it. Either way, it's a fun little detail that makes watching Tangled even more enjoyable. Just try to spot Pascal in every scene. It's harder than you think. Hold on to your carrots, because we're hopping over to Zootopia. A city where predators and prey live in somewhat harmony and copyright laws are apparently non-existent. Okay, maybe not non-existent, but there's this one scene in Zootopia that's a treasure trove of Disney Easter eggs. Or should I say, Easter oofs. Remember when Judy Hopps is chasing that Duke Weaselton through Little Rodentia? It's a chaotic scene with tiny animals scurrying everywhere. But if you can tear your eyes away from the cuteness overload, you'll spot something very interesting. There's a bootleg DVD stand with hilarious parodies of other Disney movies. We're talking Wreck-It Rhino, Pig Hero 6, even Moana. Clearly, someone in Zootopia has a knack for knockoffs. And honestly, I kind of want to watch all of these bootleg movies. They sound amazing. This little detail is such a clever way for Disney to poke fun at themselves and their vast library of films. Plus, it gives us a glimpse into the pop culture of Zootopia, which is surprisingly similar to our own. Get ready to feel old, because we're traveling back to ancient Greece with Hercules, a movie about gods, monsters, and apparently the circle of life? Okay, maybe not the circle of life in the traditional sense, more like the circle of Disney villains getting recycled into household items. Yeah, you heard me right. Remember Scar, the villainous lion from The Lion King? Of course you do, he's iconic. Well, it turns out that Scar makes a rather unexpected cameo in Hercules. And by cameo, I mean he's literally a throw rug. That's right, the once mighty Scar has been reduced to a floor covering in Hercules' time. Talk about a fall from grace. Now, some people might find this detail a little morbid, but I think it's hilarious. It's like Disney is saying even our most feared villains eventually get what's coming to them. Plus, it's just another example of Disney's incredible attention to detail and their love for connecting their movies in unexpected ways. Last but not least, we're diving into the Great Barrier Reef with Finding Nemo, a movie about family, friendship, and apparently Buzz Lightyear's secret underwater adventures. Okay, maybe not so secret. Remember Darla, the dentist's niece who's notorious for tapping on the fish tanks? Yeah, she's basically every fish's worst nightmare. Well, if you can tear your eyes away from Darla's braces for a moment, you'll spot a familiar toy in the dentist's office. It's Buzz Lightyear, that's right. Even in the underwater world of Finding Nemo, Buzz Lightyear's reach knows no bounds. He's gone to infinity and beyond, the dentist's chair. Now, this cameo could just be a fun little Easter egg for Pixar fans. Or maybe it's a sign that the Pixar universe and the Disney universe are one and the same. Think about it. What if Andy, the boy from Toy Story, grew up to be a dentist? And what if, just hear me out, Nemo ended up in Andy's fish tank? Mind blown, right? Okay, maybe I'm getting carried away, but hey, it's Disney. Anything is possible. And there you have it, folks. 10 hidden secrets in Disney movies that you might have missed. Which one surprised you the most? Let us know in the comments below. I mean, seriously, Disney, what's the deal with all these Easter eggs? Are you just trying to make us watch your movies a million times over? Because it's working! Don't forget to like, share and subscribe for more magical content. See you next time.